My fellow flames, welcome back to another Wuthering Waves video. Today we have an exciting topic to cover because we have the official reveal for the brand new standard 5-star weapons coming to the game upon the launch of Wuthering Waves 3.0. We have a brand new series of weapons called the Synth Armament Series. Now these are 5-star standard weapons being added, I believe, to the standard 5-star weapon pool that we have currently within the game. Now I don't believe these are replacing the original weapons. I believe these are being added to the weapon pool, which means you can select one of these 5 alongside one of the original 5 that we've had since 1.0. I think it's very exciting. I think it's very interesting because in 2.8 we got an overhaul on the battle pass, which means we've got 5 brand new weapons on the battle pass, which are actually pretty decent weapons, and now we're getting 5 brand new 5-star standard weapons for you to be able to summon for if you don't want to go for the premium weapons going forward throughout 3.x. I think this is a really good thing. I think these weapons are some of the best designed weapons we've had in Wuthering Waves, to be honest, and I'm very much excited to see how they're going to buff our characters, new and old, going forward. So if you enjoy this video, hit that like, comment down below, and subscribe if you are new. Without further ado, let's get into this. So, the Synth Armament weapons, forged from compound technology that fuses exostrider biomorphic components and tacitite. The Space Trek Collective's Synth Armament Series offers 2 core features: frequency, auto-adaptation, and user binding. And here is the picture of all 5 of them. We have the great sword, the pistols. I believe this is... what is this? I mean, this is the rectifier, but what is this? I don't even know. Are these gauntlets? They're the gauntlets, of course. So, first up we have the sword. The Laser Shearer, the brand new 5-star synth armament weapon, Space Trek Collective Synth Armament Series model, whatever that thing is. Forged from compound technology that fuses exostrider biomorphic components. Okay, so we're going through what we just said. Its power scales directly with the wielder's forte, growing sharper through dedicated forte training. Okay, so the lore behind these weapons are they adapt and they basically fuse and morph to the user. So it's kind of like a symbiote, like a Venom symbiote, like symbiote weapons where they basically attach themselves and bond themselves to the wielder. I like the way these weapons look as well, like a green Damascus. I really like the look of these weapons. The light patterns along the blade shift in response to the wielder's frequency fluctuations. That's cool. Each strike expresses a refined intuition of a razor that cuts away unnecessary possibilities, ideal for the signal catchers who discern the greater picture from the smallest detail and make sound adjustments. That's really cool. Base stats are level 91, 587 attack. This is an energy regen weapon being at 38.8%. Pretty good, pretty decent. And this is the sword. Synchronization rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 increases the attack by up to a maximum, depending on how many copies you have, 24%, but standard is a 12%. I'm going to read them all out as if you only had 1 copy, because obviously going into 3.0, we're all only going to be able to get 1 copy at the start of 3.0. Dealing damage to targets under Toon Strain, interfered grants 24% resonance skill bonus for 3 seconds, re-triggering the effect resets its duration. So this is, I believe, connected to one of the new combat mechanics coming to the game. This could be pretty good. Kuro Games are really pushing these brand new combat mechanics, and the fact that they've created a brand new armament weapon set for these brand new mechanics, to me, is showing that they really do care about the game and want the battle and the combat to be innovative, which is, in my opinion, very exciting. Next, we have the broadblade, one of my personal favorite weapons of choice, the Radiance cleaver. That's a cool name. That's a really cool name. I think that's the best name so far. It's better than the sword name. Space Trek Collective Synth Armament Series model, that forged from compound. Okay, yep. Okay, so that's the same. The light patterns. Okay, these are all the same. Yeah, ideal for the edge breakers who carve their path forward with unwavering resolve. So that's the last thing that's different. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Base stats, level 91, 587 attack, crit damage. It's a crit damage weapon. Now, a lot of people want crit weapons, and the fact that this is near enough a 50% increase in crit damage, a good few people are going to be very happy. I do believe that units like Augusta, now I'm not sure if it's crit rate or crit damage, but she converts one of the two stats into the other, which is really, really interesting. So this weapon could be good for Augusta, potentially. I could be wrong. Correct me down below in the comments if I'm right or wrong. So this increases the user's attack by 12%, dealing damage to the targets under Tomb Strain interfered is 24% Resonance Liberation bonus. So this grants a Resonance Liberation bonus. This could be very good for Augusta. Very good for Augusta. This could be good for a lot of the 5-star characters in the game currently. So that's pretty good. Retriggering the effect resets its duration. I think this looks way better than the sword. I think this looks really, really nice. Again, I love the Damascus, the lore behind these weapons, how they're basically symbiote weapons and how they link and adapt and forge, fuse with and bond with the user is really, really cool to me. So next we have, the standard weapon convene. There we go. Available via standard weapon convene. There we go. The pistols. These pistols look so, so cool. The Phasic homogenizer. That thing. I think it's a terrible name. Yeah. So what does this one say? So the same thing. Projectile and rifling are spectrally tuned to unleash a potent frequency disturbance on impact, imposing and shattering a target's weak points. It serves as both a benchmark of precision and a weapon that pierces with unwavering focus, ideal for insight bearers who act with deliberate caution and perceive with others overlook. I love the fact that each weapon synergizes well with person's emotions. So this is really good for people that are cautious. This is good with characters that have unwavering resolve, and this is good for characteristics that make good judgments. So it's really cool how the lore behind these weapons connect. I really do like it. This is also a crit damage weapon, and this also increases the attack by 12%, and this also it grants a 20% increase in all attribute damage. Oh wow, that's an all attribute damage bonus for 14 seconds. This is really good. This is really good. This is really, really good. This is going to be good for a lot of characters, weapon characters. I could use this on my Galbrina if I wanted to. That's pretty cool. And I believe the second to last is the Pulsation Bracer. And this, the armor's spectrum shifts as it restores kinetic energy. The Pulsation Braces predicts the wearer's stance to amplify the stored reactive torque and releases it in a single instantaneous surge, a decisive force delivered at the critical moment. Ideal for the bearer breaches who advance with steady resolve and stand unshaken under pressure. That sounds like a Yuan Wu weapon. That sounds like a Yuan Wu weapon if I've ever heard it. This is actually really nice. I like the fact that it's got like a screen where you can input settings and stuff. The buttons at the bottom here gives me the Predator vibes. You know, the Predator gauntlets give me Predator vibes. Really nice. This is a crit rate gauntlet, which looks really, really nice. 25% near enough increase. Increases the attack by 12%. 6% increase in basic attack damage for 3 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. So realistically, you're getting up to 4 times. You're realistically getting 24% increase. If you get multiple copies, oh my god, this is going to be a 38%. 37. I don't know. My math isn't the best. This effect can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds. That's pretty cool as well. Yeah, this sounds like a Yuan Wu weapon. This sounds very much like a Yuan Wu weapon. Maybe I'll test this out on Yuan Wu to see if that unit has been saved. The fact that it's a crit rate increase is good. The fact that just the lore just screams Yuan Wu. 12% increase in attack. Basic attack damage bonus for 3 seconds up to 24% is pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. And last but certainly not least, we have the Boson astrolabe. I'm convinced the broadblade's name is the best name. The Radiance cleaver, that has oomph, that has gravity. Everything else just sounds... I mean, the sword's pretty cool. Right, anyway. Composed of a spectral ring lens and layered glass plates, the device captures even the faintest frequency shifts, like a guiding star that leads the seekers through a sea of tangled thoughts. It maps possibilities before they take shape. This weapon can enable the user to see the future. Time skip. Ideal for the path observers who perceive the world a step ahead. This is going to be amazing for Shorekeeper. Oh my god, this is insane for Shorekeeper. These weapons, my fellow flames, these weapons are saving so many 1.0 characters. I am not even joking. This is going to be Shorekeeper's new best in slot. Hold on a minute. Increases the attack by 12%. When a resonator in the team casts a tomb break skill, it grants 12% attack increase and 12% base attack damage bonus to the world. I'm not going to lie to you. This effect isn't a Shorekeeper orientated thing, but the energy regen is going to get Shorekeeper's ultimate up by quite a lot. This could be a new good weapon for Shorekeeper. I'm not going to lie to you. This could be a very good weapon for Shorekeeper. And available via standard weapon convenes. So each and every single one of these weapons are going to be available to you through the standard weapon convene, which tells me you're going to be able to select the one you want, just like the original 5-star standard weapons, and you're going to be able to summon for that, and on the 70th pull, you're going to be guaranteed. So if you've built up pity for a standard weapon currently, please wait, because you are going to be able to get one of these brand new weapons heading to your game on December 25th. What a great Christmas present. What a wonderful Christmas present, eh? These weapons look amazing. The laser shear is cool. The Radiance cleaver's cool. The gauntlets are going to be good for you on Wu. I'm going to test them out on you on Wu. Maybe you on Wu saved. And this could be good for Shorekeeper. Now, I am not a theory crafter. I'm not a guide maker. I am just a guy that loves the game, that likes really cool looking weapons, and the weapons effects look to be good for the characters I use. Now, granted, I'm not going to use any of these weapons on characters like Zani because I have the signature, but in other weapons where I don't have the signatures, it could be pretty good. For all we know, Calcaro could be saved. Calcaro might have been buffed with this. Yuan Wu might have been buffed with this. There are many characters that might have been buffed with these brand new weapons, but we shall see upon release day. But thank you so much for watching, my fellow flames. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. I want to thank each and every single one of you for an amazing year of content creation. We are approaching 10,000 subscribers, and I believe with your help, we can reach it. Where Winds Meet videos coming soon. More Wuthering Waves videos coming soon with the release of 3.0. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy. Have a good Christmas, and have a good rest of your day.